All right, so when we're doing a myotome screen, we can get pretty detailed here and test multiple peripheral nerves within a myotome. So what we can do is we can start C5 here. So general rule when we're applying our pressure, we want to start light and kind of go into it gradually to allow for muscle recruitment, and then give one last effort to break at the end. We really want to make sure we're trying to break at the end. So to start with C5, we can test shoulder abduction. That's going to be our deltoid innervated by the axillary nerve. So I'll tell the patient, don't let me move you here. So again, I'm going to grade in, tell the patient hold, 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 and then try and break at the end. Also for C5, we can test external rotation of the shoulder. That's going to be innervated by the suprascapular nerve, innervating the infraspinatus here. So again, same thing, don't let me move you. I'm going to start gradual, tell the patient to hold, hold here, and then try and break at the end. So if there's any doubt here whether there's some cervical involvement, we can do the same test but have the patient rotate away. What we're looking for is a difference in the strength, whether it's stronger or weaker. So we'll do that again, hold, hold, hold. Again, I'll try and break. So if that was the same, then I can also have the patient turn towards me and do that same test again. So don't let me move you, hold, hold, and you can see it starts to break. Then we can be fairly confident that there's some cervical involvement here. So to test C6, there are a few peripheral nerves we can test here. So first we can start with supination. That's going to be the biceps. That's going to be our musculocutaneous nerve. So we want to grip here. Again, tell the patient not to let me move you, so don't let me move you here. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Also to test C6, we can do internal rotation of the shoulder. It's going to be our subscapularis with the subscapular nerve. And again, don't let me move you. Hold, hold, hold. Again, we're going to try and break. And then also, we can test another nerve here. We can test wrist extension. That will be our radial nerve, innervating the extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis. So we'll bring the patient up here. Don't let me move you. Hold, 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 and good. All right, so next we can do C7. I'm going to bring the patient up here to test the triceps, test their elbow extension. That's going to be our radial nerve. We can bring them up here to test instead of in neutral if the patient's stronger than me, which is pretty obvious here. So I'm going to test him up here. If you're a strong guy, you can maybe test your patient down to neutral. Don't let me move you. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Also to test C7, we can do wrist flexion and ulnar deviation. I'm going to test those together. It's going to be the flexor carpi ulnaris and flexor carpi radialis, innervated by our ulnar and median nerves respectively. So I'm going to have you move here. So I'm going to push, hold, hold, hold. Good. And if there was any doubt there, I could also test ulnar deviation in isolation. So next we can get to C8. We're going to test thumb extension. That's going to be our extensor pollicis longus, innervated by the radial nerve. So we're going to grip here to create a retinaculum, just so the muscle can have a little bit more of an advantage for the test. So I'm going to push here, don't let me move you, hold, 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 and again try and break. So that's good. We can also test thumb opposition. That's going to be the opponent's pollicis, innervated by the median nerve. So I'm going to grab here on the hypothenar eminence to stabilize. Patient's going to come into opposition. I'm going to get a grip on the thenar eminence and try and move. So don't let me move you. Hold, hold, hold. Okay. And then our last segment we can test is T1. We want to get our patient in the intrinsic plus position. We're going to be testing our palmar interossei for finger adduction. That's going to be our deep ulnar nerve. So again, we can tell the patient, don't let me move you here. Hold, hold, go, and we can test across each finger.